Welcome back to Oxford News Now. I mentioned before the break that we would be talking to Tim Walker, local author, and who is talking about his book, The Thames Valley Tales. So, Tim, thank you very much for joining us.
Lovely to be here, Fraser.
And tell us a little bit about The Thames Valley Tales. It's based around almost a journey along the Thames. It's 15 short stories, and so tell us a little bit about how it came to be.
Yes, there's a lot of me in a lot of these stories, and I won't say what bits where, but some of them, like for example the Colnbrook Caper, is based on a friend telling me that he worked in a travel cash business near Heathrow, and the story sort of came from there. So some of it's sort of third-party experience, and some of it's from news stories, like Blue Sky Thinking is based on a real prison break that I read about in the paper.
When you come to conceptualising writing a book, it must be kind of, there are little things that just stick in your mind, little bits of information. You go, oh, that would be a great kind of thing to grow a story around.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of it is based on incidents that have happened to me or places I've visited, such as the White Horse. I visited there earlier this year and bought the National Trust booklet and was basically read around the history of it and was inspired to write a story about it. So sometimes it's personal. There is a story about me going for a job interview from Maidenhead to Bath, and I started reading about the Roman road, the A4, and I came to understand that the Saxons had called it the Devil's Highway. So that became the title of a story, The Devil's Highway. So again, a personal experience of mine mixed in with a little bit of history.
But a little section here from The Tiger's Foot, and this is a story you were telling me about before. It's very intriguing. So if we could ask you to just a dramatic reading, as it were, from the author,
okay.
Tim Walker, reading from The Tiger's Foot.
The Tiger's Foot is set in Oxford, so I feel it's appropriate, and I'm going to read you the last two paragraphs. The mists of Isis rolled along the riverbank, moonlight illuminating the ghostly fog as it wrapped its tentacles around the bridge. Two students tumbled out of the head of the Thames pub, the last to leave, and made their way onto Folly Bridge, pausing only to urinate over the side into the murky river. Lurching like drunken sailors, they moved on, water lapping against wood the only sound. They imagined they were walking on clouds as the mist licked around their ankles. On padded paws he approached, ears pricked forward and yellow eyes fixed on the shapes in the mist. Crawling stealthily, he reached the stone parapet at the entrance to the bridge and waited. The swaying students giggled as they made exaggerated moon steps through the swirling fog, unaware that they were being watched. Barely 10 feet away, the beast broke cover and rushed them. A growl of aggression preceded a leap and killing blow to the neck. Surprise was the last look etched on his face as he fell forward, enveloped in the mist. The other student broke free and managed a cry of fear as he ran for his life across the Bridge of Follies, scarf flapping in the still night air. Never turn your back on a tiger.
Absolutely fantastic. Tim Walker, thank you very much. They're reading from The Tiger's Foot. That was, I very much enjoyed that. Very, very evocative. Maybe it was the fact that it was set in Oxford, but I very much enjoyed that. Thank you very much for coming in. Best of luck with The Life of George, and I'll be sure for all our visitors to go out and check out the Thames Valley Tales. It's on Amazon Kindle store, and yeah. We know he has to sell 40 units, so make sure you know, make sure he gets
Click away
a number. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Fraser.